of the CPP for their support. Indeed, we have seen and proven that together we are stronger. Today, once again, we come together to fulfill our commitment to rotational leadership as contained in the framework agreement. The Liberty Party is honored, and I am especially humbled to receive from the hands of the political leader of the Alternative National Congress, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings, the gavel of authority to chair the CPP for the next period. If there have been any lingering doubts that our parties are fully committed to the framework agreement which we signed, including the peaceful transfers of power, let those doubts now be dispelled. We are together stronger, proud of our collective achievements, and are ready to pull ourselves together even more in the best interest of our country and our suffering people. Mr. outgoing chair, on behalf of the entire leadership and the full membership of the CPP, I thank you for the quality of your stewardship. It must be said that Mr. Bernard Ure, our organizing chair, turned over a signed framework of the CPP to you. Today, you have turned over to me a registered CPP with a respected number of elected senators. I feel challenged to move the CPP a big step further in firming up our protocols and readying us for 2023. And again, a single CPP ticket as agreed for the victory of Liberia and our people. Let me therefore also thank and congratulate former Vice President Joseph Yuma Boyka and the Unity Party, and Mr. Bernard Ure and the All Liberian Party. Nothing we have achieved in the past or hope to achieve in the future will be done without their continued support, encouragement, guidance, and leadership. I also thank all of our members and the Liberian people for their support and faith in the CPP. There is no doubt that we have come a long way from the conversation 3 years ago. However, let there be no mistake that the road ahead is still long and difficult. We have some difficult decisions to make and some serious challenges to overcome. I therefore come to this chairmanship with faith that our commitments remain strong and will see us through the difficulties ahead of us. I come to this chairmanship knowing that our differences pale in comparison to our love for country and our suffering people. I also come to this chairmanship fully aware that my tenure represents the aspirations and hopes of all women and girls across the country. My chairmanship is yet again another evidence that the CPP represents the future we seek of gender equality and the inclusiveness of all Liberians in national decision making and leadership. With this faith in and knowledge of what the CPP is and what it truly represents, I know we cannot and will not fail. The road may be long, but we will see it to the end. The path of the CPP is not too often traveled, but we are determined to walk this path to the realization of our collective aspirations in the best interest of our country and its people. It may be difficult, but we are determined to overcome the difficulties. To the women of Liberia, I extend this opportunity to you. This is your chairmanship. We have the chance to change the course of our country's history by impacting a major political organization. The choices and chances we have in the CPP could not be clearer and different from those of the ruling establishment. Dishearteningly for the women of Liberia, when women issues of participation, domestic violence, rape, discrimination, inequality are confronting our country and the world, the ruling coalition offered no place to a woman. They found no woman, not even one, to be qualified for any place on their senatorial tickets. They have acted to exclude us. Thanks to the CPP, that not only has the CPP met the 30% threshold for the participation of women, but a woman now chairs the CPP. Shamefully for the ruling coalition, even while women have won, the ruling coalition has tried to cheat and undermine the progress of women, our right to participate in our success in the elections. Enough is enough. As I take over today, I do so for all women and girls everywhere. My chairmanship in all women's chairmanship. Let us join our forces to press for more women's inclusion and participation. On the available evidence, this is only possible in the CPP, so we encourage the women to join us. My dear mothers and sisters, it is not enough for us to only complain. Let us join together, embrace the opportunity, and to do something. We must continue to stand together and support each other, as one woman's success is every woman's success. Yes, we can. Yes, a woman can. And yes, women can. Finally, my distinguished standard bearers, political leaders, and CPP policies, allow me once again to clarify that our achievements have ushered us to a very important stage of the collaboration. With only 2 years to 2023 presidential and general elections, and by the framework document, we must ensure that the CPP standard bearer and the vice standard bearer single ticket is presented to the people of Liberia before the end of 2021. This is our goal and it is our commitment. The procedures are in our framework document and will be followed accordingly, and we will achieve it. To the sovereign people of Liberia, please be reassured that our commitment to you are far beyond any personal ambitions each of us may have. The CPP is not about any of us individually. It is about all of us collectively. The CPP is about Liberia and Liberians. We will therefore continue to build the required consensus in the next few months to present to the Liberian people the next president and the vice president on a CPP ticket. Of course, we expect it to be contentious, but in the end, as we continue to prove, it can and it will be done. We count on the Liberian people continue faith and patience. We depend on a collective will and perseverance for all of our partisans and supporters to lead and participate in this process. And yes, we trust the commitment of our leaders. Our people have seen what happens when a few people win for only themselves. Our people know what it is when the few spend their time looking only after themselves rather than their promise to look after the interests of all of our people. The CPP cannot make the same mistakes, and we will not make the same mistakes. I assure our people that we will continue to engage the government and provide recommendations and policies to put us back on the right trajectory. Not because we think the ruling coalition is capable of doing so, but because we have to do so. Where they fail, the CPP must continue to inspire hope. We have a lot of work to do, and the work is ahead of us. So let's get ready to start and let's get to work. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Chairperson of the CPP. One thing I remember and I'm taking from here is to bring the CPP ticket to the Liberian people. Thank you. At this time, before we take, we will now take the vote of thanks. That will be done by Senator Abraham Darrell Bellon, Vice Chair, Political and Legislative Affairs.
Thank you. Thank you. We like to remind ourselves that there is a series of by-election coming up. CPP. There is a series of by-elections coming up. And I'm hoping that CPP will not wait till the Elections Commission announces the vacancy before we start to get back to the drawing board. The sooner the better. Let us start to scout our candidates so that we go through the process on time. Since I spoke earlier to introduce Mr. Alexander Cummings, I will not do the vote of thanks. I will not be greedy. I will call on one of my colleagues and the newest one on the block, Senator Jonathan Borja Segwe, to do a vote of thanks. And as he's coming up, we'd like to reassure you, CPP will not fall apart. We will grow stronger and better for the sake of this country. Thank you. Mr. Senator Jonathan Borja Segwe.
Thank you. Mr. Theodore, I know good of them. Hello. Let me remind you people that we did not come here to do business as usual. When I was elected to the Liberian Senate, a lot of people were afraid. A lot of people were thinking differently because they believe I have come to fight somebody else. Let me assure you that I have come to fight nobody. I want to also remind you that patriotism is not the love for friends. It is the love for country. So whatever we do here will be indicative of our good faith in Liberia. With that said, I want to say a special thank you to Mr. Alexander Cummings, to my own owner, JB, for taking that time and preparing to come here to say a few words to you. Mr. Bernard Ayure, and our newest only female in the legislature, in the Senate at this point. We look forward to seeing one more from Nimba County. We are looking forward to seeing one more from Bapalu. I want to collectively say thank you to all of them in the spirit of oneness. I want to thank all of you people who believe in us, even in the midst of these calamities that we are going through right now. We want to thank you for coming. We want to say take your time getting back. We don't want to hear somebody got set this car or was over seriously happy and so they have an accident. We pray against that. We want to thank you for coming. We want to thank the organizers, the ANC for organizing this program. We are looking forward to the next election come 2023. We thank all of you for coming. God bless you. God bless Bapiwa. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Yes. Thank you, Honorable. At this time, we have an announcement before our closing prayer. The food without refreshment will be served. One will be served right here. And the other refreshment for the platform will be served in the conference room. All other persons will be served right here. Thank you. We will now call on Brother ABCC for the closing remark. I mean for the closing prayer. For the closing prayer, Brother ABCC. And so let us bow. And so, Father, we say thank you today. We thank you for this successful program. As we start yet another journey, we pray that you honor our steps according to your word. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from every form of evil. For God is the kingdom, your power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. As then your MC, Madam Williams Cooper, your standard, chair lady of the ever-potent Liberty Party. Without due respect, when I give chance to our platform guests who will just leave, when I give chance as we listen to music, please continue.
Newspaper, and you just follow live coverage of the transition of the city leadership from Mr. Alexander Cummings to Senator Nyonblee Karnga-Lawrence. I'm joined by one of the top female politicians in Liberia. She just participated in the joint elections. So be calling her name. Hello, ma'am.
My name is Grace Scotland.
Yeah, the ANC. So just one of the event. What do you think of it?
Oh, very good. I'm so happy today that we can now have a female leader, the CPP. This is just a dream come true. This is just to show an example to the people of Liberia and to Africa that women can lead and that women should just be given the platform and they're going to lead. And we believe that Senator Nyonblee Karnga is going to lead the CPP better than they'll on the black. That Mr. Cummings has built and also take us to the presentation of our presidential tickets for 2023.
Okay, so people are leaving now because
The elections?
Yeah, let's go elections.
All the money elections are full of fraud. I have participated in the elections. We still have a case with the NDC. I have participated in some of them. And of course, the case is still the NDC. They now win elections without cheating. The only thing they are voting for is cheating. And we are still taking up the election commission. We are not going to rest until the community that is passed women. The CDC despise women. So they only vote for 15 men. So they try as much as they could to step on all the women and participated in the election, including putting them on the water, including private election staff. They give the private election staff so that they can be able to win. But we still have the case. We expect the election commission headed by women. The chair and the co-chair are women. We expect them to do justice and to ensure that the rerun their qualified sign-up is upheld and that the sign-up people are given the right to what they decided to vote for. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That was one of the female senatorial candidates, and she had this program. Folks, thank you very much for watching.